A new Social Security bill has been introduced to keep a whole bunch of money in the pockets of Social Security beneficiaries. This is honestly pretty nice because last year in 2025, there were roughly 3.1 million Social Security beneficiaries that received on average $6,710 in the form of a lump sum payment, along with significantly larger monthly benefit checks through the rest of the year and realistically through the rest of their life as well. However, guess who is standing there with their hand out saying, I heard you got some money. Why don't you give me some of that money now? Do you want to take a guess who that would be? Yeah, it's your Uncle Sam. Yeah, your Uncle Sam is asking for some of that money now. Well, according to the legislation, and again, I have an article right here, which I'm going to pop up in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're saying. I'm going to pop this up. But according to the legislation, that is saying, hey, Uncle Sam, take a hike. You're not getting any of this money because these individuals that got all of this money have been waiting for many, many, many years and decades to be included to receive Social Security. They're finally getting it. Get out of here, Uncle Sam. Leave us alone. That's exactly what they're saying here. Anyway, let's pop this article up right here and let's read through the details on this. But what's interesting is this is a bipartisan piece of legislation, and it comes back to the Social Security Fairness Act, which was signed into law in early January last year, 2025, which repealed the WEP, the Windfall Elimination Provision, and the GPO, the Government Pension Offset, which impacted about 3.1 million beneficiaries out there who, again, got all of those huge retroactive lump sum payments. The average person getting, by the way, like I said earlier, $6,710 on average, along with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars more per month, basically for the rest of their life. Well, because of that, again, federal government coming out saying, heard you got some money. Can we have some? Actually, they don't even ask for it. They just take it. They don't even ask. They just take. So anyway, this piece of legislation here is called No Tax on Restored Benefit Act, okay? No Tax on Restored Benefit Act. So in other words, what they're basically saying is that, no, there's not going to be federal taxes on these restored benefits, which would basically eliminate the taxation on the taxation of the Social Security benefit for the restored benefits, not for everybody. I want to make that very clear. This would not be a repeal of taxation of Social Security benefits for everybody, but rather it would be a repeal of the taxation on the restored benefits for those individuals that were impacted by the repeal of the GPO, the Government Pension Offset, and the WEP, the Windfall Elimination Provision, which both of which were eliminated last year when the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law in early January 2025, okay? Which, by the way, I still have videos here on the channel from that. I have a video of the signing ceremony. It was honestly really boring and kind of ridiculous. They like saying happy birthday and all kinds of weird stuff in it. But anyway, I have videos from that like well over a year from ago here on the channel. But yeah, that's a real thing. Really nice piece of legislation, honestly, that helped out about 3.1 million people, but at the end of the day, it certainly did not help everybody, okay? But remember this much as well. You continue to hear out there in the headlines, oh, no more taxes on Social Security, they've been eliminated. And my rebuttal to that is, no, they haven't. Social Security taxes have not been eliminated whatsoever, even though we continue to hear out of many, many people saying, oh, all taxes on Social Security have been eliminated. And I keep saying, no, they have not. No, they haven't. They have not eliminated taxes on Social Security, but rather they gave that $6,000 and $12,000 deduction for 4 years for seniors aged 65 and above to reduce their tax liability. That's what they did as a concession instead of repealing Social Security taxes. That's what they did instead, okay? But this would be a really nice thing. And to be fair, no, this would not impact everybody. It would just be the people that had those huge lump sum payments from 2025, as well as the larger payments going forward in the amounts of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars more per month because of the Social Security Fairness Act, again, signed into law last year, January 2025, okay? So if you happen to be one of those roughly 3.1 million lucky people that got that, amazing stuff, congratulations. That is very, very exciting. But It's nice. I'm just going to say this. It's nice to see finally a new piece of legislation around Social Security. I'm going to be fair with you. It's been a long time since we've seen a new piece of legislation come out around Social Security. It's been a very long time. I'm not even sure how many months it's been. I haven't seen anything noteworthy of at least talking about in regards to new legislation around Social Security. Of course, there's been other, people talking about Social Security. There's been ideas and informal proposals like, some person says like, oh, we should do this one thing with Social Security. We've not seen a bipartisan formal introduction of legislation around Social Security in honestly a few months, which is really nice to see this starting to come up again. As I always like to say, even if this does not impact you, you probably still want to pay attention to something like this simply because when they start talking about Social Security reform, it's good. It gets the momentum and it gets them talking. And then other people within Congress step forward and they're like, I got an idea too. I want to introduce something. Then do it. Then do it. Come on. Do something, right? So anyway, hope this helps you out. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to be fair, in October, I believe it was in late October, I don't remember exactly the date it was. In late October, Elizabeth Warren reintroduced the Emergency Social Security Inflation Relief Act. That's the one that would increase benefits by $200 per month. So technically in late October, so whatever that is, call it 3.5 months ago or so, give or take a little bit. So I guess that's the one that I can think of. Other than that, there's maybe been one or two others, little ones, but nothing really super noteworthy to talk about. All right, anyway, as far as new legislation, tons of, non-formal proposals out there, plenty of those. They're all the time coming out around Social Security. But this is at least an official one that's being proposed here. So this would be pretty cool for a lot of people. Anyway, hope this helps you out. Again, as always, if you are on Medicare, if you need to enroll in Medicare, if you're turning 65 in 2026, if you have questions on Medicare, call Chapter Medicare right there, 100% free, Monday through Friday during regular business hours. Call them. You'll connect with a real person, not an AI bot, not a robot, a real human. You will talk to somebody. They'll take all the time that you need answering your questions, going through the 20,000+ plans across the country to find you the right Medicare plan and coverage for you and your personal needs to make sure that you're properly covered, and also being consistent with the 3 Ps that they often talk about, which is your providers, as in your doctors, the prescriptions that you may need or maybe don't need at the time, and what other preferences you may have. Those are the 3 Ps that they talk about, and they're going to want to know what those are so they can find you the best plan for you and your personal needs. Now, here's the deal. If you're already on Medicare, you might think, I can't call them. They can't help me right now. Really? Are you sure about that? You might want to call them. Seriously, you might want to call them. You might be shocked and surprised with what optionality or flexibilities you may still have right now. Seriously, they're like wizards. They may be able to do something with their little magic wand and do something for you. Anyway, call Chapter there. Absolutely amazing. They've already helped over 10,000 of you in this community that have called just in the last year, saving over $2 million collectively. Absolutely amazing. My secret little goal for this year is to help those of you in this community collectively save an additional $8 million, so $10 million total by the end of this year. I'd love to be able to help you do that. Again, call them there if you're on Medicare, Monday through Friday during regular business hours. Give them a call. You'll connect with a human, and let me know how it goes. After you talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. I'll grab your comment. I'll add it to my ongoing list, my stack of comments here, and I will feature them in upcoming videos. All right, anyway, please subscribe if you're new here. Share the video. Big share button down below. Subscribe button down below. And I will catch you again later in the very next video.